Michael showed up at the studio without anybody at that particular time. Few people arrived after, but when he came to the studio, he was all alone. And I thought, well, that's really interesting. And I found out that he wanted to sit down with me and talk about the shoot beforehand. So I brought out a stack of layouts from the record label to go over with Michael. He looked and he said, well, I saw some like that up at the label when you were there. I wasn't sure that that was anything that was going to be important. And I said, yeah, they gave me all these. There were like 15 of these layouts that they wanted me to execute with him. I went over all of them, and as I got to maybe about halfway, he looked at me like strange, and I said, what's going on, Michael? What? He said, I don't want to do any of those. He says, I just want to have some fun with you, you know? And I said, well, that's interesting because that's all I wanted to do with you as well. At that point, we really hit it off as similar, two creative, similar people, which was all fine with me because I don't see how I was going to get all those done anyway in the hour. I didn't know how much time he had, you know. The session lasted about 6-7 hours, and we just winged it. And he said, listen, he says, treat it the way you normally do any kind of a photo shoot. And I said, you know, that's great because how I work is I totally wing it. I create on the spot, and that's the way I do my best.